day, but that's fine. You know, Beyonce has some fans, and that's great, but I think God has or should have more fans, and there should be more believers to say, you know what, we see the negative influence, and we should speak out about it. But see what happens when someone speaks out about it, they become the stone thrower, or you're being judgmental, Varian. You have sin too. Heck yeah, I sin. Sin all day to day. Sinful nature. Created in it, we are in sin. It's just the way it is. But why is it that in the church, when someone's behavior is discussed in even a logical and adult way, that the person speaking about it gets called a stone thrower or being judgmental? I just ask that she be accountable. Sorry. Because I remember this. A few years ago, I read an article. It was a transcript of an interview. And any of you 90s babies, woo, go 90s, remember the group Color Me Bad. And they had a very popular song that was a part of a soundtrack for New Jack City. I believe the song was titled Sex You Up. You remember the song. Come on. I want to sex you up. Yeah, you remember the song. You were bumping it just like me. Now, the interview was with the gentleman with the dreadlocks, the brother who looked like Predator with the big teeth in his mouth. Yeah, that guy. So, I'm sorry. You see, I said right there, I'm sorry. If I led you astray, YouTube, I'm sorry. All right. So, he's being interviewed after a service where he was prayed for a spiritual deliverance. He testifies to this. He says from his own lips, not mine, and not even the ministers. These were a transcript of a audio recording, which I was blessed to hear. And if you want to get more information about that, you can go to exministries.com, and you can read more about that. But check it out though. When they were recording the song, pre-production, getting ready for the recording for the soundtrack for the song Sex You Up, the producers, the owners of the label, brought in warlocks into the studio. If you don't know what a warlock is, go to Wikipedia, type it in, look at the occult. What a warlock is, a male witch, and they use the black arts, the black magic, evil things to conjure up these spirits, to put they call a prayer, I call curse, on the music, so that the young people who hear it would be led to lose their virginity. There was a specific prayer, not a prayer that I would pray, but they prayed so that their music would negatively influence people, especially young girls, because they wanted to make money. Even to the fact that they had animal sacrifice in the studio. Now that's bizarre, right? When the song dropped, sold like hotcakes. Come on. There wasn't a car, a radio station, a music video channel that did not play Sex You Up by Color Me Bad. You remember the box? The most requested song in the 90s was Sex You Up. But look at the influence. Now what I appreciate about the guy is that he said, you know what, I don't blame the producers, I don't blame my fellow artists, I take responsibility for me and my actions, and I'm sorry. And what he does now, because he's accountable, he uses now his influence to minister to youth, to pull them out of the seductive hold that media, entertainment, and music has on young people today. And if you don't believe it does, you're crazy. You're crazy. Look at the music videos, how people dress. It is influencing a whole generation in a negative way. There are some that are taking the influence in a positive way, and those are more mature people. But what about little Johnny, who lives in the dysfunctional house with no father, who has to be a latchkey kid, who hears the song, who hears the thing, and he's influenced to do the wrong thing? Sure, should we point finger at the parent and say, parent your son better? But what about the artist? Are they just merely a singer, entertainer, making money so they can live and eat? Yeah, whatever. Whatever. I told a young man on Facebook today, my cousin is a crack dealer. He does what he got to do. He dropped out of school, he can't read or write. He makes money to support his family. So because he does that as a job, that makes it okay, that justifies it because that's his art, his craft, that's crap. Be accountable. And people were asking me, well, what do you say, Viren, that she's pushing? What is she pushing? She's pushing flesh. She's pushing self. She's pushing herself. And you know, I'm the last person to over spiritualize anything ever. But you know what? There's something twisted going on. I'm not going to speak on certain things because I don't want no hate mail. Actually, I do. Send me some hate mail. I need some more. I only need about 6 more haters by Easter. So y'all come on. But you know what? It doesn't surprise me that as she pushes self, that she would marry another selfish person, Jay-Z, who has said himself to deny the deity of Jesus Christ. If you don't believe me, some of y'all probably heard the Black Album. Go get the underground cut. There are tracks on there where he is denying the deity of Jesus Christ. Now, I'm a believer. I love Jesus. I love God. But how dare him and all of his influence millions of young men and women and say murder Jesus, and because he has no power. Come on. I heard it myself. What are you saying, Viren? You bought it? No. But I listened to it because I need to know what the enemy is doing and what he's trying to do, because I got babies and I'm accountable to other babies, and I need to know the truth so that when they come to me confused and broken, I can be there to hold them and give them some truth. So I'm not a Beyonce hater. Not at all. She might be a nice person. Don't know her. But however, I do know that as she peddles flesh, yes, she is putting more fuel into the anti-Christ movement. And that just simply means that I'm pushing me. It's all about me and what I want to do. I'm going to feel it, so I'm going to do it. So get back at me, YouTube, and let me know what you feel, how you think about Beyonce, media, and the influence and the accountability. Come on now. Quit pointing fingers at the parents. Yeah, the parents need to step up with their kids. What about the marketer? What about the promoter and the creator of the product? Get at me.